When I was in junior high and high school, I was a bad student with a bad attitude. My home life wasn't that great either. And I'd do just about anything to get out of the house. The end of my junior year in high school, I joined a bowling league on Saturday mornings so I could get out of the house for a good part of the day. I enjoyed bowling. I wasn't a very good bowler. If I broke 100, that was good, but I enjoyed it. I bowled for a year, and at the end of my senior year in high school, I heard the coach, the organizer of the bowling league, call all the seniors over and tell us that the following weekend there was going to be a bowling tournament in Macon, Georgia, for all the high school seniors throughout the state. And there would be one girl winner and one boy winner that would represent the state of Georgia in Washington, D.C. for the National Bowling Championship a few weeks after that. Well, I knew I didn't have a chance, but I didn't care because that was going to get me out of the house for a whole day. Well, I signed up. There were a lot of good bowlers on our team, and they had been working hard because they really felt like they were going to win. And that was fine. I was just trying to get out of the house. So the next Saturday, we went over to Macon. We bowled. I guess the other people who had worked so hard crumbled under the pressure. I'm not real sure, but all I know is I was just having fun, and I bowled around 150 for all the games that day, and I ended up winning the Georgia State High School Championship for girls. I was thrilled to death, but my friends at the bowling alley weren't so happy. They came over and basically yelled at me and told me that I was not going to do anything because I was a bad bowler, that they should go and I should give my trip to them. Well, I didn't. So in a few weeks off, my family and I went to Washington, D.C. for me to bowl. I was really terrified because I wasn't that good of a bowler, and I didn't want to be last. Well, when we got to Washington, it was really a three-tiered competition. There was a scholarship that would be awarded. There was the bowling tournament, and there was also something called the All-American Girl and the All-American Boy. It was kind of like a popularity contest. Who was the nicest, most popular person at the bowling tournament? So there were three things you could go for. Well, when we got there, we left on Sunday, and on Monday morning, the first thing we did was take that scholarship test for the college scholarship. They were going to award 12 college scholarships. That would have been very helpful, but I had not tried in school. My grades were terrible. Plus, the principal had written, they had a form to fill out to recommend whoever their student was, for the academic scholarship. And I found out later that I got a very bad report from my principal. So that was another strike against me. I did not win a scholarship. So that was, sad. Then on Tuesday, we bowled to qualify for the finals. We bowled on Tuesday morning. We had a break for lunch and bowled on Tuesday afternoon. And the end of the tournament on Tuesday afternoon, out of all the 50 contestants from all the other states, the top 10 would qualify to bowl in the finals on Friday. They were going to throw out all the scores and we'd start from zero on Friday. 10 had to qualify. Everybody else was out. Well, we bowled Tuesday morning, and at lunch, I was 24th out of the 50. I was happy. I thought, heck, I'm not last. I'm about midway. So that it was okay. The word on the street was, wherever you are at lunchtime, that's about where you'll stay. Nobody's really going to make a big jump. You might move place or two, but this is probably where you're going to end up. Okay, well, I had fun. After lunch, I was putting my shoes on. I had put my bowling shoes on. I was just about to tie them, and this older man came over. He was really only about 30. I thought he was older. And he said to me, he said, "You know you're going to win this thing." I was like, no. And he said, "Oh yeah, I've been watching you. You're going to win. You just mark my words." And he said, "I want to tie your shoes because I want to tie the shoes of the champion." And I was like, okay. So he tied my shoes. And after that, I never saw him again. We went and bowled that afternoon. And I don't know what happened, but it was kind of like Macon that I was bowling 150s, 160s, and I jumped from 24th to 9th. And I qualified for the finals. Well, the finals were on Friday. They threw out all the scores, and we went into a head-to-head competition. I felt like Cinderella at the ball, and I was just trying to have a good time and relax. And I was bowling really, really good again. And I ended up winning the contest. I was the national bowling champion. It was so crazy. I don't know what happened, but that night at the award ceremony, not only that, I was selected the All-American Girl. That was such a wow. It shocked me because back at home in school, I was like nobody and nothing. I was, and here I was having so much success. I don't know if this story is worth telling. I don't know if the message is something good can come out of something bad, or you are not your label. You can rise above and do better. Don't let your label hold you down. I'm not sure it's the story dig, so I don't know if it's not worth telling, but I really would like your opinion on the story and what direction I should go. Thank you.